Hi friends, I'm sure you must be aware of a recently resumed a very significant strategic and economic move between India and European Union. This is about free trade agreement proposal. European Union is comprised of 27 member states. Earlier it was 28 when Britain was also the member of European Union. The European Union was earlier known as European Common Market. It started since 1947 after the Second World War. In 1991, it was reorganized and renamed as European Union. India and European Union having a cordial relationship right from the beginning. In 1994, both India and European Union had signed a cooperative agreement. In 2004, they had signed for strategic partnership. In 2007, European Union and India, they started talk on free trade agreement. So what is happening today, what we are talking about free trade agreement now between European Union and India, it is not a new thing. It was already started in 2007 only. But in 2013 it was stalled for one or the other disagreement on one or the other issues. And finally, European Union preferred China to resume talk on free trade agreement. So India is out from 2013. Here, China has sidelined India. Now the talk started between China and European Union. Finally, in March 2020, talk succeeded and both the sides signed. All 27 members signed individually or collectively. They succeeded it. But 2021, human rights issue was raised by European Union. As a result, European Parliament had turned it down, not ratified. So it is suspended or it is held up now. Now the question arises, why European Union turned it down on human rights issue? This is regarding the Chinese torture of Muslims in Xinjiang states, Muslim majority states of China. That 10 lakhs Muslims by force kept in a camp and tortured them. So European Union said, please release them. China said, no, you are not correct. Then European Union had sanctioned 4 members of Chinese group, those who have been working over there in camp. In retaliation, China also did the same. They too sanctioned a number of members of Parliament, European Parliament, including human rights groups also. And finally, China is out of further talk on free trade agreement with European Union. Now India has joined it. So this time, India has sidelined China. Now as regards relationship, as I said earlier, between European Union and India is concerned, presently European Union is the largest bilateral trading partner of India. This is a fact. Now, what is the significance of this particular talk, which has been resumed a few weeks before between India and European Union? 3-4 significances are there. I will tell you one by one. The first one is economic significance. This is regarding the number of members. European Union is 28 member. European Union is 27 member plus India. Total is 28 members. If at all succeeds to sign it, it would go a free trade market of 28 members. It would be much larger than the RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, which has been just recently, 4-5 months before, has been signed. India is not there, but 15 members are there. So it is larger than RCEP. This is significant. Maybe as regards USA is concerned, Canada is concerned, they may join it. All the countries of Indo-Pacific zone, including Japan, including Australia, including South Korea, even including the countries of Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, all can join it. If at all it happens, it would be a huge membership of around 45 to 50 countries. And all economy would be integrated. So this would be a miracle as regards the economic growth is concerned. Now after economic significance, second is strategic significance. All the countries of European Union, including Britain, they are also interested in Indo-Pacific zone for economic or strategic region. If at all it happens, they may join Quad also. Presently, Quad is comprised of only India, USA, Japan and Australia. If at all European Union, Britain join it, it will be a larger group. If at all they don't join it or they are not allowed to join it, then at least extended membership could be given to them. If it happens, then Quad would be in a position to control Chinese hegemony in South China Sea and East China Sea. So this is the strategic significance. Now economics, strategic. Now third is supply chain. Supply chain means this is a kind of means which support imports and exports from one country to other countries. If at all the goods are to transported to Europe from India, then sea routes must be there, ship must be there, other facilities, store, everything should be there. If it goes land to land, then trucks should be there, road is required. All this is called as supply chain. Presently, the supply chain worldwide is dominated by China. If at all it succeeds, then it will be a parallel supply chain from India to that India-Pacific zone and then from there to Europe and further. So this is the third significance. Fourth significance is the security, that if at all free trade agreement is signed, suppose tomorrow, this would be not only the movement of goods and circulation of other items, but also maybe a joint investigation on terrorism and organized crimes. Now this is the fourth one. And fifth and the last one is exchange of technology may be resumed between the two sides. May some concerns would be removed from patent rights. And companies, not only goods, company can also move from one side to the other sides. So these are the main significance of free trade agreement, if at all signed between two sides. Now conclusion. The first part is that you are aware of, just few days before, 2-3 days before, USA has declared that there is no longer sanction, US sanction on gas pipelines, which was started much earlier between Russia and Germany. That time it was sanctioned, so the work was held up. Now, suddenly, surprising for the entire world rather, the USA has lifted the sanction. Why USA has done it? There might be some strategic move from USA side. What is there, USA only can tell us. But what I presume is that earlier, China was broken away from Russian groups in 1969. Now, American might be thinking to break away Russia from China sides. If at all Russia is or China are thinking about the resumption of Cold War between Russia and China one side and USA other sides. So Russia could be taken into this particular group. Whatever it is, I am not sure. Let us wait and see what happens actually. And second thing happened that China has stopped trade with Australia, dismissed the economic agreement with Australia. So Australia is in a problem. So therefore Australia may be forced to come closer to this particular agreement between India and European Union as regards economy is concerned and other aspects are concerned. So this is the conclusion. Now, challenges are also there. This is not free of challenges because European Union and India are sidelining China. China is not a small thing. You cannot easily sideline them. To sideline China itself is one of the biggest challenge both of them will face in future. What retaliation will come from China, nobody knows. Second challenge is China is still there in Ladakh border with India. Meanwhile, some disengagement agreement was made, but it could not move further. Other is that suppose tomorrow India and European Union succeeded to resume this particular free trade agreement. Then India is supposed to supply all those goods what is required for Europe. Presently, those goods are not here, so India has to manufacture it, for which India has to go for further Atmanirbhar Bharat, big companies. But all such development, India is required first. The elementary aspect, the economic reform concerning land reform and labor reforms. Unless it happens, India cannot move further. So this is another challenge. And finally, agricultural goods exchange would be a headache worldwide. Everyone is trying to sell off agricultural goods. Nobody is trying to import it. India is already facing problem with that Kisan movement, Kisan Andolan. So this is also one of the challenge. Whatever it is, finally what I say is, what has happened a few days before between India and European Union regarding free trade agreement, this is a very, very significant move. It would be a turning point and strategic shift. ये इंडिया का शानदार रणनीति है. अब देखना है आगे क्या होता है और उम्मीद करते हैं ये सफल होगा, सक्सेस होगा. With these words, I am ending up my talk. Thank you each and every one of you.